gosh, is there something missing? I don't know. Hey guys, yo, pow, bang. I took the rig over to Tampa today, which is about a 2-hour drive, to get the roof redone. I don't know, I mentioned this earlier. Think of Lowe's or Home Depot or any of those flat roof buildings. They they end up they're made out of rubber, EPDM or some version of rubber, like a rubber roof. But took it over to Tampa, and of course they don't know anything until they pull the roof off, make sure there's no damage up underneath. But yeah, I'm getting a permanent roof. It's made out of stuff that just lasts forever. It's not metal, but it's a flexible, kind of like, vaguely like rhino liner. You know, the back of a pickup truck, but it's white, and the edges will be gray like it used to be. But yeah, took that joker to Tampa. I'll drop a whole bunch of money on it, but man, nothing will take care of your rig better than a new roof, you know?
6 minutes.
I don't think we get 7 minutes out of this, but we shall see. It's a little breezy out here. So I went to lay down and take a disco nap from having been busy all day. But who do I spy on the interwebs? George. And he's showing off his lights. He's killing me. I'd love to have those lights. I found out that most likely what I have in my existing MD500 is the original board. The other boards come with places like this one. You remember I put a new board in here, and there's a place for lights. So mine didn't have a place for lights. That's okay. If I murder it like I did this one, then I'll have a place for lights. The board that's in here is not the original board.
5 minutes.
So I took that over to Tampa. What time is it now? In about 14 hours, they're going to stick a needle in my left eye, and they're going to destroy the existing lens, and then they will replace it with another one. So that's going to happen. Just amazing how well these things track. Looking at the blades, just out of the box, man. Back in the day, they just didn't do that, man. It's terrible, and they would get out of orientation all the time. Just terrible, and you'd have to, just a hassle trying to get them back in. Congratulations, George, on not having a flyaway. That's very good information that we need to. Whenever they're acting wonky, just go ahead and set them down. Don't use confirmation bias to talk yourself out of it. And give her a little, what is it? I can't remember. Is it 2 sticks to the left? Isn't that what we're doing?
4 minutes.
Whatever it is. It's a little breezy. Sweetie. But yeah. So get the eye done tomorrow. The company that's doing my roof will have it ready by Friday. It's they cater to people that are how you say full-timers. Well, they think I'm full-time, and the lady who took my original information just put me down for a full-timer and said, we'll have you done in 7 days or 5 days. So I go and I get that thing Friday, and it'll have a brand spanking new, for all practical purposes, it's a lifetime warranty, indestructible roof. A friend of mine got his done over there, and he just doesn't have anything bad to say about them, and except for the price. You know, the internet loves them, except for the price. And it's funny because the lady who took my stuff, she spoke in candor. They do a bunch of different things to RVs. She said, believe it or not, this really isn't a big money maker for us. We provide the service, and we don't get rich off of it, but it's our least money-making unit. Interesting. So what else? I've been binging on how best to take care of my Huey deal. The nice thing about it is, and George is right, the radio's adequate for what we're doing, but it would be nice to have more control, frankly. But one guy, Horst, H-O-R-S-T, calls himself Spider or something.
2 minutes.
Spider guy, I don't know. Anyway, he get it down below the fence. Doesn't bob his bed. He did the ELRS solution, and he's also experimenting with the multi-protocol solution for the Huey. I dicked with that thing today. Something went wrong in my companion when I was upgrading my firmware for both the radio itself and the multi-protocol module, and companion ain't working. So finally I had to do a manual flash of my multi-protocol module, and I could not find the Yuzhang deal. And I know that they do these nightly things, and I think the Pascal guy is super nice, by the way. He answered me on a question. I said, well, I don't know. I upgraded my stuff and I can't find it. He says, oh, it's over here. So be interested to see that on companion. The multi-protocol module solution. Now the Horst, or Spider guy, or whatever his name is, super nice fella. He, we'll call him the German. There we go.
30 seconds.
Just lovely. He did both solutions and found that
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15,
ooh,
14,
windy.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
He's like me. He's a telemetry guy, and is not happy with. Oh man, it's cold out here. I think I'm done. Had another battery, but I think I'm done. He ended up doing the multi-protocol solution and found that the telemetry for his battery doesn't work worth a crap. Now, our guru that made this up said he didn't experience that, and that he doesn't have the unit anymore to test. So I'm trying to figure that one out. I still may go the ELRS route, maybe. Luckily, I don't have to do anything. I have to be a little careful because I'm a maniac, and what I might end up doing is what I don't want to do, and that's, rush into something and it not work. But my eye is fixing to cure that. So what I'm probably going to do is go ahead and set up the ELRS solution and the multi-protocol solution in the same radio, and see if I can't do something that way. Just kind of have them both set up and try them both. Yeah, I was going to go in, but I had another battery. So shout outs, of course, to George and your ridiculously fabulous lights. I think I found your vendor by you naming your vendor for lights and my Facebook listening, and now it's giving me, it's some dude's lights. Facebook's giving me, yeah, the heads up. Yeah, it's funny because I'm an odd mishmash of conservatism and social
6 minutes.
in the form of liberalism. And I grew up in a world of Fahrenheit 451 and George Orwell and Animal Farm. So right now, when I see that there are things that are listening to us, like my phone and Alexa, she's listening. My house runs on Alexa. That's how I remember to do things. I use her for reminders. That thing beautiful, just beautiful. I got two of them. I'm like George. I'm collecting the damn things. That was unintentional though. Yeah. So it kind of freaks me out a little bit when my phone starts popping up with stuff I just talked about. A couple of years ago, we started talking about Ellie and how she's getting old, and holy crap, the memes, the dead dog memes, and just horrifying. Enough of that. Well, the prices for my little brushed cans for this thing keep dropping. I mean, they're about half, which I like a lot. I mean, a lot. Is I going to make an order? I think I may or may not have mentioned there's a something USB 65 watt soldering iron that everybody has fallen in love with. I'm going to buy myself that for my birthday in March. Wife got the trip planned. Both interested parties on the way up have the information they need. Well, that's not good. I've got to be careful being around that damn sunlight. That's ooh, 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 and Chuckles. Can you believe these things? Just stupid fun. Stupid. And you do get about 7 minutes. Oops, I didn't reset my radio. Oh well. I'll fly until it blinks. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do both solutions, multi-protocol and ELRS. ELRS works with voltage call out, so you gotta like that. That's a no-brainer. Spider Mike Horst, that's his name, Spider Mike.
3 minutes.
That's his handle. He on that Pascal guy is just amazing. I think I'm going to send him some money. I think I'm gonna buy him a beer. I really do. I don't send anybody money. I mean, he's just so damn good. Beautiful. Yeah, this one's about as trimmed out as you can get without, I think they have barometric stuff on them. It helps. But, yeah. So yeah, as George was saying, you're going to have a little bit more freedom when you start modifying these, like the Huey on the radio, on your good radio. Captain Crunch, Gretchen, Cynthia.
2 minutes.
And I'm going to say this, he doesn't watch my stuff anymore. You know, me and Joff, Flyboy. I actually didn't have a falling out. He's mad at me for being friends with somebody else. But I understand he's having an illness, and I'm not going to comment in the forums. But even though we're not friends anymore, that's by his command, by the way. Oh, there's your wind. Can you see it in the background? I wish him the very best. He's got a health issue that I understand is sidelining him. And really the same for the other fellow that I actually transgressed because he got on my nerves. Wish him the best too. Hope he finds his way in this world. Joel. Here's our battery.
1 minute.
Oh, so it must have reset. Cool. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's 14 minutes of my blather. You may have to put up with me again here in a minute. I'm going to see if, so I'm going to drop it down because these things don't like to do, and drop it like so. See if I can get it. And then flip the switch on it. If I can get it to drop. Come on now. Well,
Throttle hold.
we'll just call that done. All right, you may see me in a minute. I'm back. So let's review. The rig is in Tampa, 2 hours and 15 minutes away. Getting a new roof, which is going to cost me a fortune, and I hate that because I'm a cheap Scottish bastard. Every pejorative you've ever heard about a Scotsman is fairly accurate. Our propensity to curse, hairy back, yeah, all that's for reals. Yeah, it's windy, and I don't want to, I don't mind flinging a little 208 around because it's $47. Well, that's big, whatever it is. Generally, what we have out here is, well, that's almost military sounding. That may be military. Lifeline. I might be able to tell you here in a second. Oh, there it is. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's military. Yeah, he's got pods on either side. Big blades. Like an Apache or something like that. What a beautiful helicopter. I can't wait to see George. George's supposed to have a tail light. I'm not going to dick around now. I tell you what, the time I should have is while I had this thing apart. I had it completely apart. Both halves. There must have been 100 screws. Oh, the hassle of massive proportions. Yeah, that whole thing apart. It's very similar though. It's component design. Very similar in its. Well, it would be, you know, it's the RC era. No, this is Yuzhang. But still, they have these beautiful frames, and it's basically 2 clamshells, and the rest of it is just one component. It looks so weird not having my rig back here. You can hear it fighting the wind. I'll tell you what, I don't mind the, what do you call that, optical flow. Of course, Virginia Barefoot Boy, he was at Rose Hardy. I suspect that he has probably winterized that thing and came back to his palatial estate there in Virginia proper. Holy crap, I gotta remember that I do not have much control over this thing in such low rates. Let's see if I got a little bit more control. Whew, it's cold out here. It's 54 degrees, and I know you're crying for me, but let's be honest. It's probably 90% humidity here in Florida, every bit of it. So what ends up happening is that, yeah, that's slow. I imagine I get a little bit more pitch action or something out of it, right? I go to high rates. I don't like that slow yaw though. Well, if you need to, if you're in trouble, you need to get out of the way. It's just not happening. Let's see what happens if I'm going to go over these mats. See what optical flow does. Yeah, it sees the mats. That's pretty cool. You'll never really play with it. It's usually sitting on the grass or something. Just want to see if it gets away from itself. So we're what, 1.5 meters up? Yeah, it sees that pretty good. It's windy out here. So yeah, the pole was just fine going over to Tampa, except for, man, there's just this weird phenomenon with human beings. And that's merging. They see you. I'm 75 foot long. He sees me. yet he still tries to merge into me. And after I blow the horn, because he almost gets me and 2 other people killed, he waves as if to say, oh shoot, I was texting and not paying attention, because you know that's what they're doing. You drive up and down the highway, people are texting. It's amazing. My wife and I are 2 seconds from Kroger delivery, and Walmart will deliver, because I ordered something from them and it came the very next day. If you order over $35, it's free. So I think me and Mrs. Wifey Poo are fixing to start getting our damn groceries delivered so we don't have to go down the highway, man. People figured out Florida. There's 20 million people here. Actually, it's 21.5 million people. And when I tell you they're building 5 neighborhoods near me, that's not hyperbole. That's happening. One neighborhood's 140 homes. So you're not going to be able to go to the grocery store here pretty soon anyway. It's that bad. The development does not pay for itself. The roads are going to be too skinny. And that was fun. Okay, so this one, what I like to do is get it down flat, and then I don't like it going through its little weird phase of trying to drill itself into the ground. I just flip the switch on it. There we go. Yeah, you just flip that switch. What a beautiful machine. Just beautiful. I got a friend of mine that got started in this when I did 15 years ago. He's out of Australia, and here, you know, we're still friends to this day. We got into it for scale. Look up, what was it, E-Sky? The big llama. They're about this big. And they were coaxial, because they didn't have this kind of tech yet. And, oh, we loved them things. Just loved them. All right. If my battery for the MD500 is up, I'll come back. If not, see ya. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, they're impressive. Much like that King Air. I tried to review earlier, but y'all wouldn't let me. It's just gorgeous. Ooh, some guys are getting other more mainstream parts and putting on their rigs. Some guy put a Trex 250 head on his. I thought that was a cool deal. Yeah, I'm going to leave them just the way they are, a little breezy. I'll tell you what, I do love flying on my Radio Master. These aren't Hall Effect $150 sticks. They're stock sticks, but they work great and they feel good. I got smart when I replaced the battery in this thing. Hell, I've had it, I guess, close to 5 years now. The button battery died in it, and it was resetting the clock every time. And for somebody like me, holy crap, that drives me insane. Insane in the membrane. When I get the rig back, I will start polishing it for the season. I'll polish it here, and then I'll polish it up in Presque Isle. I don't have that $10,000 clear coat you see on that Solitude over there, so it has to get polished. But yeah, the tow went fine, except for the one jerk face that wasn't paying attention and almost caused a massive accident. I tell you, that happens. I try never to be on that side of the highway where they got to merge in, because they just are out of their minds. Like it's some kind of weird deal where folks are just out of their gourds and will drive right into you. And I'm not making this up. Maryland, the state of Maryland is where I experienced it the worst. It was funny, I was telling somebody, a friend of mine, longtime friend. I said, yeah, I got to go to Maryland. He goes, Maryland? I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, don't go to Maryland. I go, what do you mean? He says, them people drive crazy. Well, I hear that all the time. You know, people are like, oh man, those folks in wherever drive crazy. He was right. I can't tell you why they intentionally try to run into you in Maryland, merging, but they do. It defies MAD, which is mutual assured destruction, because they gotta know that they're going to die in a fiery car crash if they don't yield to oncoming traffic. Yet they don't care. They just don't care. Yeah, see, I have plenty of tail authority here, and not so much on the Huey. Even when it's on, oh, that's right, I forgot to take it off of sissy mode. Isn't that nice? You'd almost think that there was some type of optical flow sensor, but it's just an amazingly well-balanced machine. All right, well, kids, I just wanted to come out and fly a little bit. It'd look a whole lot better if it had a couple of skid lights like George and Dale. God, all the cool kids. But not so much here. Unless I had a different board. Now I'm just not going to put another board in there to put some lights on it. So yeah, now it makes sense. 10 different ways I tried to put lights on there. And I tell you what, it was, at first it was interesting that I couldn't do it. And then after a while, it was like, holy moly, you drive me crazy. And then you second guess yourself. You're like, well, maybe I put it on the wrong thing twice. No. I was able to test it 5 different times, and all 5 different times it would either dim the light or inexplicably, you know, I did it series and parallel, dim the light or inexplicably one of the lights would turn off. But there's no place for lights on this board, and I have a picture of the other board that somebody posted. It's got place for lights, so makes sense now. All right, this very breezy afternoon, I am going to go enjoy getting my eye cut on tomorrow, and hopefully that'll turn out good. I think I mentioned to you guys that I'd been hurt last time, and we're not going to let that happen again. Now, I don't want them inadvertently stopping me from breathing, you know, because they can give you too much and you can inadvertently die. But I think they need to pay a little bit closer attention to me. You know, they do this assembly line style, so there'll be 10 patients in there. Did the same thing with my wife's knee. There must have been 15 patients. It's crazy how you got to do it to make money. You know, the physicians are in the business of making money. All right, kids, that'll get filled in Friday, and that may be one of the first days I fly, Friday or Saturday, probably Saturday. I'll see a halo around that left eye a whole bunch, and then my brain has to kind of get used to what's going on. But yeah, I'm seldom without the beast, and I miss it. All right, all the best. See ya.